overnight, and I'm going to clean up the table real quick. Just push all this back into my dust bin. And I'm using a paint scraper here to remove this. It does a really good job. As far as the bench goes, this is a workbench. You do work on it. Don't care how it looks. And just that quick, back to being good as new. Alright, let's do the same on this thing. Remove all the clamps. We'll see what we got. Like I said, a lot of glue to squeeze out. Black marks from these original 2 pipe clamps, but I don't care because I'm going to clean it up anyway before I run it through the planer. So what I'm going to do here is just clamp down, if I can find another clamp. And then I'll go. Clamp down opposite corners. And start scraping. Sometimes you gotta move your clamps. I don't have a bench vise, and I don't have a bench dog system or whatever to hold this down. So this works just as fine. Spin it around to get a different angle on it. Alright, from here, I've got all the large chunks off. Now it's relatively smooth. Obviously there's glue on here still. What I do is I take my 2 planes. Both of these are $10 planes. I'm not worried about screwing them up. I've had to rework these a couple of times, but that's what they're here for, is to be used, so I'm going to use them. Another reason why I'm doing this is, once this is done, I'm going to run it through my planer, but I don't want any of this glue to screw up the blade, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean it a little bit first. I've got this set kind of aggressive because this is typically what I use it for. I've got a low board right here. It's got a little dip in this piece of wood. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get all this cleaned up and flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Couple low spots, but the vast majority of the glue is removed. So that's good enough for me. I've also got a bucket right here, a larger trash can. For my dust chute on my table saw, so it's convenient. Just brush what you're working on right into it. Alright, I have a DeWalt 735 thickness planer that I'm going to use. I had some profit a couple months ago from a decent job, and I figured I'd splurge on something that may open up the doors for me down the road. So I've got a little piece of melamine shelving material with a stop block located here and also here to straddle the bed of the planer, and that just increases the in-feed and out-feed just a little bit without adding any type of fancy mechanisms. So that can be picked up and slid out of the way for normal use. But what it's sitting on is a old sink-based cabinet that I've salvaged, put some wheels on it, and makes a great mobile table in the shop. Now the planer ejects chips with a fan very efficiently. And normally what I do is I set it basically where the cutting board is, and I point it in my direction, shooting against that wall. And I don't know, that's like a 16 feet in between the wall and where it was at. And I would get a pile about in that outline of the chips, and none over here. This thing shoots the chips into one direction. I don't have any type of collection for it right now. I'd love to make some down the road, but for right now I'm going to use it as is. So what I did is I positioned it in front of my iBuildit.ca miter saw stand, miter saw station, and it's got pretty efficient dust collection for that saw without any motor or whatnot, just a bin basically. And if this thing picks up, I don't know, 30% of what it's going to throw, then I'll be happy with it. I'm just aiming it right now at the back of that. Not ideal, but better than nothing. So I'm going to run this cutting board through, and we'll see what happens. Safety glasses, hearing protection. That thing is just simply blowing too much air, and that is too close. So what I'm going to do is spin this around, and this is on wheels too. So I'm basically going to set it up kind of how I had it, this direction, a little bit longer distance shooting that way. This isn't ideal, and I'm just playing around here, so hopefully I can get some type of a collect. Some amount of this dust picked up. It's probably just a waste of time, but oh well. Alright, so there's the cutting board. Looks pretty good. This, like I said, was a waste of time. Too much pressure, everything that went in just blew out. And now I've got a little mess to clean up. But hey, I figured why not? Let's give it a little bit of a try. I got some collection in here. But yeah, just a waste of time there. I've seen a lot of dust collection systems with this. You don't even really need a motor. The thing blows out so strong. I'm definitely going to do one. It's just a matter of time getting around to do it. So, anywho, that was fun. Here's the board. I'm going to start cutting it up.